Also, one of the things that I found kind of curious is people, and I don't believe it was by intent, but give you an example. I received a story, I think, a few months back, and it had tracking changes in it. So at first, trying to be the generous editor reader that I want to be, I thought, oh, well, here's somebody that's using this as a technique in the storytelling. And that took about 4 paragraphs before I realized, no, this person just sent me the copy with the track changes in. So this is
Oh,
not really helping me here because it's got all the notes and the dialogue bubbles on the side and stuff. It's stuff like that that you think, if you're going to submit something, especially in a place like narrative, which has a tendency to be far and away the most expensive place, I think, to submit. Just a general submission is $20. And most writers don't have $20 to throw around. So if you're gonna engage in something like that, make sure the manuscript's clean, is put together nicely, and then from there, it's being yourself. The one thing I have to say, and again, this is from the narrow perspective of this reader. Narrative doesn't ask that we read our stories blind, but I do. I never look to see who the author is. I never look to see what their bona fides are or anything like that. I want to see the story. So the first thing I do is download the story and read it. And the nice thing is, one day I'll read a story could be about a zombie and a train, or the next it could be about some sophisticate in a college who's going through this dilemma as a professor. I mean, all of them take on different shades, just like you would hope. And that's what gives an editor a great variety to choose from going into the final submissions. Now, some places have a very narrow idea of what they want, and that's okay. Narrative isn't; it's more broad. It just demands excellence. So that's the main thing. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is, for most writers, we all get influenced by other people. We all see something someone else did and say to ourselves, "Wow, either I never would have thought of that. I couldn't do that." Whatever it happens to be. And at that point, what you want to do is stand back from that and say, no, I want to be me, because that's what we really appreciate. If something comes through that you've never seen before, it generally means that person is totally secure within their own writing, and they just want to tell the story they wanted to tell. So on top of being neat, be yourself. Those are the two things I would say. After that, there's no, the process cannot be stopped, and it will go on outside you, and you'll leave you wondering about many things, why somebody maybe didn't like the story. Frequently, it has nothing to do with that. It's just a question of, they have X many places, and they chose, Marlena Dietrich over, whoever else. It's a swimsuit competition.
right.
Yeah.